Alright guys, here I am once again. Welcome to a short video to clarify the dynamic array of objects. I've seen various queries regarding this. I think you guys are having some you're struggling with this concept. So hopefully after this video things will be clarified. So alright. So let's continue the array class. Now, say instead of integer dynamic array, we are creating a dynamic array of objects. Let's say, in the case of assignment, let's say student. So the int would be replaced by the student because student is a data type. Similarly, we want to create a dynamic array of students, so we'll have student star. In the array class, we used to have int star, which means a dynamic array of integers. So this is the first obvious change that we need to make. Alright. So similarly, wherever we have new int, so that would be replaced by the student class. So let's open up the CPP file. So here, let's say let's come to this input function, basic input operation. So let's say now input, initially we were entering basically integers. So we are doing input of integers, but now input means input of a single student, which includes input of the name, roll number, cell number and address. So here what we need to do is the loop would stay the same, and this message is also fine. But here cn, this is not that simple now. Initially this was an integer, arri was an integer, but now arri is basically a student. Just to clarify, we can also do something like this: student temp equals to arri. So this means that basically arri, the data type of arri is basically student. So this will work fine. Anyways, but we won't actually do a cn this way. We can do something like this. We can save the student reference. So we can make a reference variable called temp. So arri is basically a single student, and temp is the reference to that student. So now if I input, let's say temp dot name, and I'm not making a student class, let's say name is an attribute. So I'll do a cin name. Similarly, I'll also do a cin roll number, and so on. Okay. So this is what input means. So input in now means input of all the attributes of the student class objects. So we'll have 4 cns now. Okay, so this might be, if this makes sense, that's very nice, and that you've understood this. Alternate way is, if you don't want to do it directly, so you don't need this reference variable. Alternate way is to do something like this: arri dot name dot roll number. Now again we are assuming that the student class, like this array class, is a friend of the student class. That's the only way that we can access private through dot. Otherwise we have to use getters and setters. So otherwise we have to do a cn in another variable and use set name. But let's assume we are adding the student class, we are declaring the student class as a friend of the array class. So let's say, so now this will be valid. Okay, so this is how you'll now work with array of objects. The rest remains the same. The other concepts remain the same. So wherever we are doing new ints, so now you'll do new student. That's it. So don't need to worry about array of objects. Okay, so I think this is enough. Similarly, cout, in the case of cout, So you do the same. You'll have to do a cout on all the attributes: ARI.name, and roll number, and so on. Alright. So I think that's enough from my side. If you still have any questions, do drop by or drop me a hangout message. Best of luck.